I know he got
Yeah,
knocked
but-
out the other night.
Recently, yeah. Fast forward to last weekend, he gets knocked out by Phil's brother.
not even the good brother. He got knocked out by
Not
the
even
annoying brother.
Bro, oh my god, that was rough. I feel bad for that guy. I think more so too because these like YouTube. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, Jake Paul and Nate Robinson were the undercard for the Tyson fight.
Celebrity fight.
Yeah, celebrity fight. And Jake Paul just obliterated him, and it was bad. It was not a fun. Honestly, I've seen a lot of interviews on it too, and have watched that beginning part of the fight a couple times now. And that ref should have called it in that first freaking layout. It was
he
shouldn't
pretty good.
have kept fighting. But it's just so weird to me to see like all of these like YouTubers and whatever coming up and fighting. But what I was gonna say is what I think is the most embarrassing thing is like you always are seeing these YouTubers like talking crazy smack, even though they're like not that great of fighters. And they're always all like, "I'm gonna make you a meme. I'm gonna turn you into a freaking GIF, bro," or like stuff like that, saying dumb shit. And like they did. That's the first time I feel like that's really happened where people like he's in like I've seen memes of like Mattress Firm commercials. And he's just like this is so bad, dude.
Yeah, it sucks. That sucks that he had to. I mean, honestly, like that. What's his name? Jake or which one is it?
Jake fought.
Jake.
Logan is the older one.
Dude, both of those guys are just like naturally built, like freaking. You know, they're built pretty big. And then they're pretty damn athletic too. I remember the other one was like doing flips and like just doing all sorts of acrobatics.
Like state, not I don't want to say state champion, but he was a good wrestler in high school. I know that much. Like he did.
Yeah, like they're pretty damn athletic. But God, he hit him. He hit him solid.
Hate to see
he fell
it.
on the floor. God.
Like,
Damn,
I don't know what kind of
knocked out.
bag Nate Robinson got out of that fight. I'm guessing a pretty decent one.
Not
But
enough.
Not enough.
I am not sure if it was worth it.
Not
That
where-
man
I mean,
cannot come back from his new reputation, I don't think. Like he's
like that's
Poor guy.
you go from however many time like champion in basketball, superstar, like he's the man, to like for the next 5 years at least. That's all you are. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like that's.
But, I
sad.
mean, hey, I gotta give it up to him, man. It's hard to step in a ring. Like everybody wants to
couldn't
say
do
they
it.
want to fight, but nobody wants to get punched. Nobody wants to fight. Like you know how many times I've followed people who are like conking at each other, like road rage, like I'm gonna beat you up, and then I follow them, and then they end up just like driving away, and I'm like, come on, man, I want to see y'all fight. Like, nobody wants to fight ever, and I gotta give it up to him because he stepped
Yeah.
in there and he did what he had to do. He got
Yeah.
knocked out. He became a meme, but.
I've been knocked out. I've been knocked out once in a fight, and it's just not a fun experience. It's not fun at all. Like
yeah.
it's the. I mean, just like kind of the emotional toll, more than the physical. Like I was probably out for like maybe 7-8 seconds, something like that, and I kind of got up and was able to keep fighting. It was at this like black
Jeez.
belt test we were doing, but
Who
I
let
was
you keep fighting, bro.
Well, dude, okay, here's the story. I can't remember if I've told it or not, but
You definitely
maybe,
have.
maybe, yeah, I know I have mentioned
Say it
it
again,
before,
say it
but
again,
I'll
say it
say it
again.
I'll say it again. It's been like a week or two. But it was a black belt demonstration we were testing a few people to get their black belts, and there's this guy there who's a pro MMA fighter. He had just gone pro, and they were like, "Yo, I've got to fight." At the time, I was a 4th degree black belt. Like, "Oh, yo, I've got to fight, dude." MMA and like technical martial arts are two very different worlds, like just dramatically different. And I'm up there, and I'm used to doing like forums and competitions, and like I can fight, I can spar, but it's like it's a different world when you're just roundhouse kicks to the head, spinning hooks that are like they're meant to knock the dude out. It's a different thing, different animal. So anyways, we got in the ring, we grappled a little bit, which I didn't do a ton of grappling because again, most of what I did was competitive. So we're grappling, we're on the floor, I pop up, boom, all of a sudden there was a foot on my head and I was out. Like,
Damn.
it was so fast. I am glad there's no video of it.
You would have been a meme.
I would have been a meme, bro. I would have been Nate. But it's like you get up, and it wasn't even that I was super hurt. Like I didn't honestly feel any pain. I did have a headache for a few days, but I didn't feel like a ton of pain in the moment. It was just being the dude knocked out, and then like trying to keep, like it's just like a weird toll. Like that guy's got to feel off.
Yeah.
Plus, like, I enjoy watching a good fight, but there's also a certain aspect to it that like just doesn't sit right with me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you don't really want someone to be knocked out. You do to like for an entertainment standpoint, but it's also just kind of an uneasy. Like that's such an unnatural thing to happen to someone,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I think I know when, I mean, I've seen it in football plays too, in some of these ridiculous clashes and stuff, when it's like, anytime you just see like a body go limp, it's just a weird feeling.
yeah,
Like all of a sudden they're just ragdoll flop. I mean, I've seen some hard hits in football where two guys collide at the helmet and one dude just drops limp, and it's like, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
now, all of a sudden this is an emergency.
Like we're celebrating this, you know.
Yeah,
I want to say, yeah. Recently, I went to a fight here at the Alamo Dome, and there was a Davis versus some dude. He was like way smaller, and this guy that's fighting, who's supposed to win, he's like a mini Mike Tyson, so he's got like knockout power. Anyway, they're fighting. It's like it's definitely one sided. Davis is just beating this guy. Like this guy, the other guy's hitting him, but it's not really making an effect. So like he's not gonna make it. Anyway, the dude Davis just hits him with an uppercut. Boom! He just like falls, back of the head just hits the canvas like so hard. Everybody starts cheering, and then the guy's not getting up for like a minute, and everybody's just like, everybody just went quiet. Like it was just like this shared like worry for this guy. Even like everybody who was going for Davis, they were just like, whoa, like this is crazy. Like we wanted to see the guy get knocked out. This is what we're here for, entertainment. But it's like, this is getting a little too like far. Like you don't really want to see that. It also happens like with I've seen like a couple of like, you know, when they try to feed animals, like, you know, they try to show them in their natural habitat and they give them something to eat, and they're like, oh yeah, we want to see this. And then once they see how brutal it is, they're like, this isn't as entertaining as we thought it was. And it's kind of like just getting too close to like, hey, this is not really that fun.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how it is.
It's definitely like a weird balance. There's like the 2 seconds of like, oh yeah, and then you're like, ooh, like that's kind of a weird aspect of humanity where
this isn't fun anymore.
Yeah, like we're strangely like addicted to violence and conflict, and you know, it's the whole rubbernecking kind of thing where it's like we just kind of want to see it because maybe it like breaks us out of our monotony or something. Yeah. And like no one wants to see two guys slap each other for 16 minutes. Like you're obviously there because you're looking. It's like NASCAR too. It's like I want my guy to win, but I also want to see some crashes. Like, like I'm not here for I'm not here for 6 hours to watch y'all drive in a circle. Like, let's be honest.
I feel like that's the only reason why NASCAR is a thing, is because people want to see crashes. Like, it's not that entertaining to see somebody change a tire. It's not that entertaining to see somebody go really fast. I mean, it is. I guess that is entertaining when you're there and you can feel like the engines and the roars and stuff like that. But why would you watch that for 2-3 hours just going around in circles? Like,
there's probably
to see a crash.